Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Barrett, and I know you may not have jammed before on guitar or improvised, but today we're going to learn how in a quick, short, easy, kind of concise way. So, the scale we're going to improvise with, or learn to improvise with, is an A minor pentatonic scale. You're going to put your first finger on the 5th fret of the low E string. Then you're going to put your pinky on the 8th fret of the low E, then first on the 5th of the A, third finger on the 7th fret of the A, first on the D, third on the D, first on the G, third on the G, first on the B, pinky on the B, first on the high E, pinky on the high E. So the way I like to think about this scale, I like to group it into like a pattern. I like to think of the first part as like the pinky part, right? First finger pinky. Then the next section is like this middle section. It's really kind of easy to kind of work on the middle section because it's just the first finger and the third finger. For all three of those strings, just the first finger and third finger. So it's okay to kind of just play around with those notes. Then we have the high section of the scale, which would be your first finger to your pinky. So I think of it pinky, third, 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 pinky, pinky. And when you're learning this scale at first, just get used to playing it nice and slow, one note at a time with a metronome. Go up the scale and then go back down. That's how you want to practice it at first. Just one note at a time, nice and easy, up and back down. Now in this case, I'm playing on an A. That's called the root of the scale, the A, okay? If I moved this down 2 frets to the G, the 3rd fret, I would do the same exact thing. First finger, pinky, first pinky, first third. First, third, first, third, first, pinky, first, pinky. So the beautiful thing about guitar is once I know this shape, I can move it around to different roots. So if your backing track is in a G minor, then you want to go to your G. If it's in F, you go to F. A, you go to A, and then you start your scale. Now, one other thing to remember is that this is your root. So you want to know where your roots are of the scale. So you have your root, your minor third of the scale, but it's also where your major starts. Your major pentatonic would start. So major, and then this is your perfect 4th, perfect 5th, flat 7th, and then your octave once again. Your root, your next root. So these are your roots, and then this is your last root. So 5th fret of the low E, 7th fret of the D, and 5th fret of the high E are all of your roots. The point of the scale is to go from your root and then get back to your root. So a really good way to start improvising with this scale, once you know it and you kind of have it in your fingers, you can go up and down, is to use hammer-ons and pull-offs. So if I'm using a hammer-on, I'm going to put my finger on the 5th fret of the A string, pick the string, and then hammer on to the 7th fret. So I'm holding here, I pick, and then I hammer on. So you don't ever let pressure go here, and you hammer on here. So pressure, pick, on. You do it to the next string. So practice that in this little middle section of the scale where it's 5-7, 5-7, 5-7. Hammer on, pressure, pick, hammer on, pressure, pick, hammer on. And eventually you want that to try to connect that. So like play a metronome and go 1 and 2 and 3 and then when you're feeling lucky, you can try it with the pinky. So really it's good to practice it with all the fingers. But in this scale, pinky, third, 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 pinky, pinky. And then to go back down the scale, you pull off the 7 to the 5, you put pressure here, you pick the string, and you pull off. So you literally pull off part of your finger. You pick the string and pull off part of your finger, but you have to keep pressure on this finger as well. So practice doing that in this little middle section. This little middle section of the 3 strings here is a really easy way to start improvising. So guys, have a lot of fun with these backing tracks and use those hammer-ons and those pull-offs and just the overall scale in general, and just have a lot of fun with it. Thanks for watching.